crushing it Wednesday. They feeling undefeated. Queens of the ring like Christine is. If you get in the ring with Christine, then you might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not, they be seated. You seen them in every arena. Ilya Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT. Who the one that slayed the Chupacabra? Your favorite girls.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I got my girls with me. I'm here tonight, and we are ready. We are ready for this great show that's coming up and for some great boxing talk. Ladies, how are y'all doing this evening?
We're hanging in there, you know.
Yeah.
The world is a little bit out of whack right now, so yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We're all alive, so that's, we get to be thankful for that. That's all.
There we go. Another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? And Crystal, where are you, honey? You look like you are enjoying life right now.
I don't think she can hear me.
Every day is a good day when I wake up on this side of the dad, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love your hair, by the way.
My microphone is off?
No, it's on.
You're good now.
Yeah, you're good now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love your hair. It looks so good, and you look nice and tan.
Yeah, you look very refreshed.
This is what
I need to be on somebody's island too, man.
I know that's right. So, Nika, I want you to show everybody your shirt. It is so fabulous.
My friend from the Honduras.
So this is a retro box. No, it just says rep boxing. Retro Kings, and it's like Mike Tyson. Yeah.
It's I love it. It's so great. I need that shirt. So you got your hair done in Honduras? I've been to Honduras. Yes, everybody's so nice.
I'm stoned.
So nice. So that's really good. That's great. So for those that don't know, Crystal's on a cruise. She's on vacation, and she's taking time out of her vacation to be with us and everybody in the chat. So thank you all. But before we get started, I want to give shout outs to Kush with a C, who does our intro, Arte de Tere, that does our amazing videos and our thumbnails. And then also our chat. Look, we have the best chat. The people that always tune in, you all that tune in every Wednesday, we just love y'all so much. Like, seriously. I got a package the other day to congratulate, myself for Chicken's performance, and I got this beautiful necklace, a beautiful dainty gold necklace with a ruby in it, as a congratulations. Nice. So thank you so much. And just all of y'all, like y'all are fabulous. We love y'all so much. We could not do this without y'all, that's for sure. At all. Ladies, so I don't even want to talk about the political climate, because guess what? We're still going to do what we do every day. And, we're it is what it is.
Let me tell you, because
I'm with you.
I don't even want to
so we're not even going to touch it because we're boxing talk.
Yeah, I'll wait till my final thoughts to just give a little something.
Absolutely.
Just a little something on it.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to do that. But there's been a lot of other stuff on Twitter, on X.
Twitter.
So we've been seeing, so there's some fights this weekend. We have Keyshawn and his brothers that are fighting. But Keyshawn and Tank have been kind of going at it these last few days. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. And I saw that you did, I guess Keyshawn did an interview with Cigar Talk, which is Najee. I forgot. Najee Chill, I think is his name on Twitter. But Cigar Talk on YouTube. So he did like an interview with Keyshawn. And Keyshawn is a shit talker. And I ain't gonna lie, I love a little shit talking, especially if you can back it up. If you can back it up, you can talk your shit. I don't care. So he was on there, and then Najee kind of asked him some questions about Tank, and he, said some slick shit. So now I seen Tank today kind of like going on. He actually went in on Najee, the interviewer. He was just like, "Yeah, fuck you. Don't ask me for any more interviews." And all this stuff. But he was just really just asking him the questions that people wanted to know.
Right.
Just know that kind of, everybody wants to ask the questions about questions that need to be asked.
Absolutely.
Tank was not feeling it, and he kind of cussed out Najee, and I was just like, wow, okay. So yeah.
And do y'all feel that way? Like Crystal and Nika, do y'all feel that way? Like sometimes, we'll ask people questions, and then maybe it's, we've interviewed somebody in the same weight class or something, and they see the interview, and we have this like, oh, I'm not whatever. Like, and we're just trying to ask questions. We're not saying that we pick a side. We wait till the fights come.
I had that happen to me one time when I asked somebody, when I remember, I don't know how to bring it up.
That's what I was kind of going around.
Yeah. So, but like I feel like we should be able to ask questions to like, all the fighters. And sometimes I feel like that creates other fights, and it's not that we're like cheering for one person and not the other. We're just like boxing fans. So we're just asking questions that people want, all the fans want to know. Yeah. So, but I guess you kind of have to like, I'm thinking that Tank probably really liked Najee as an interviewer, and he thought that he was just like, on Team Tank, and he didn't like that he was interviewing interviewing Keyshawn, and Keyshawn was talking his shit. So I don't know. So hopefully they'll square that out, and but I feel like do you like that fight? Like I don't know if Keyshawn's ready for Tank, but we shall see.
But it's a good build up for in the future. That's
I don't see a problem with Keyshawn and Tank.
So you want to see that fight right now?
Yeah. Talk to us about that.
Let it marinate
because the
for
styles
a little bit,
are different. Right? Tell us about that.
I would say let it marinate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Keyshawn a pure boxer, but I think he can also throw some punches, right? And Tank,
he's got some power.
I think Tank he bring the power, and I don't know if Keyshawn can take that power. So yeah, I also.
Krista, do you think that let's say Tank, people are saying Tank is going to knock Keyshawn out. Do you believe that Keyshawn would have to stand in front of Tank, or is he going to catch him coming in or coming out? Because a lot of these power punchers, you got to stand in front of them.
You said what? Keyshawn has smarter feet than that? Is that what you said?
I do. I think Keyshawn has smarter feet than that, and I think he is much quicker than most of the opponents that we see Tank against. So I don't think that Keyshawn will be there for a knockout per se, unless he do get caught. But I don't know about that.
And that's my point. So we know with the Bronze Bomber, and some of these big punchers, you have to literally stand in front of them to get knocked out. And we do know Keyshawn does have some good feet.
I think Keyshawn have too much experience for that.
I agree. I think these two styles together would be a beautiful symphony if it was able to happen. Like I really, really do. But Crystal, I wanted to ask you, so whenever, like, we ask questions all the time, should we get a pass in asking these questions? Because like Nika said, we're not being biased. When the fights are made, then we'll pick a side. But should we have a pass to be able to ask whoever, whatever, without the other person getting offended?
I mean, if you're doing it for informative purposes, you have a reason to ask what you will need to ask, right? But if you're getting personal and stupid about it, then leave the lads alone, right? Yeah. Some of those questions, yes, there are people out there who want to know, but some of that stuff, leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. It's not your problem, right? But if, it's also media. What do the media do? They ask those questions that everyone wants to know. That's the purpose right there. It's not because I favor this side of the straight or that side of the straight, whatever it may be. It's because we
Yeah.
want to give a entertainment. Just like they provide entertainment to us in the ring. You as a media outlet, you providing entertainment to the lads. Fair enough.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, there are media that do poke the bear. There are. But you know, that's what
And
they're known for, and that gets more clicks and more views. And maybe sometimes we don't get as many clicks or views as some, but we're more, I believe, guest friendly.
yeah, no,
You
there's
know.
media that lie, and they're super biased and they start lying about stuff. So
Yeah.
Or
we
they
don't
make
we
shit
don't
up.
make shit up. So yeah, so we don't want to do that.
No.
I feel like
No.
that is where a lot of problems start too. So
Yeah.
you gotta be professional.
I think so. I think so. You know, and speaking of another little feud that's been going on, like congratulations to Oshaki Foster who got his belt back and you know, was redeemed, last weekend. But he and Raymond Ford, who we've had on the show twice too. We've had Oshaki too, and we love them both. We give them both respect.
Yeah,
They
I'm not gonna lie, that was the one that got me that got me into the mess last time. And I was just like trying to maybe get a fight going, and I don't know. But then it was straightened out. So it was, no harm, no foul. But it was
yeah.
just so we kind of just like.
So you still want to see that fight? I want
would
to
like
see
to
that
see
fight.
that. I would like to see that fight. I would.
I would love to see that fight.
Me too.
How you think it will
Me
play
too.
out, Nika?
I don't know because I feel like I don't feel like Raymond Ford is like any other fighter that I've seen Oshaki fight yet. So it's definitely not gonna be like what we saw last weekend. And I feel like Oshaki would definitely have to do more to be much more convincing to win a fight against Ray. So, that would be a good one. I'm not gonna pick a winner right now until the fight is like actually legit. Then I'll answer on who I think would win the fight because I don't want to start no trouble. But I could be a fight.
I think that you are as good as, or this is. Let me see if I can explain. So you turn up depending on who is in front of you. So you're only as good as the person that you're facing, in my opinion. So even though we saw Oshaki do certain things, last weekend, Raymond Ford has a different style, a different temperament, and Oshaki's going to know, and his coaches are going to know that they have to do things different. Well, Raymond Ford knows that this is the man of the hour, and he's going to have to do different things. I do feel that it would be a different fight because Raymond Ford is not like Conceição at all. Conceição was more gentle giant. Raymond Ford is like a savage. Is that his nickname?
Yeah.
That's what they call him,
the shots coming from everywhere. So Oshaki would have to feel his energy and vibe off of that. And so I think that would be a very good fight. I honestly think that Raymond Ford is the only one in my eyes that could probably bring out the very best in Oshaki. And then we'd see how it played out. Crystal, what do you think?
I think, this is a far-fetched, right? Because this is we're just starting the conversation of this fight. But I feel like if I had to choose one today, I would choose Raymond Ford. Because I feel like he have a little more dog in him than Shaki Foster.
Definitely has a dog in him, yes.
I think towards the end of the fight, especially if it's a 12-rounder, Ray take all of those rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a dog. We've definitely seen a dog. We've seen him. He's like the comeback kid. We've seen him down and out and come back. And we've also seen Oshaki, but in a different way, respectively. You know what I'm saying?
This is what Daniel says. Hopefully, the Foster that fought Rocky Hernandez fights for that would be the fight of the year candidate. Yeah, definitely. So
Definitely.
that is 100% true.
Absolutely, absolutely.
For
so
sure.
I cannot pick right now. I cannot, because we've seen them both turn up and come back from adversity. So to me, this matchup, there's not another guy that either one of them could fight that would be as satisfying as them two fighting each other, in my opinion.
And they're like beefing it up already right now. So they're up a good build up to the fight. So maybe
get that bag, lads. Get the bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's been another little, dispute. It's cute. It's really cute. Haney and Shakur. They've also had a little thing going on. X. Have either one of y'all seen that?
I breezed by it. I didn't really pay no attention, if I'm being honest. Cause I don't know.
Who is
like
that?
I don't know what
Haney and Shakur.
Yeah, I don't know what Haney wants to do right now. I feel like I don't know what they have planned next, because his dad has just been like trying to poke. He says he wants to leave the Ryan Garcia fight alone, but then he keeps coming back to it. Like you said, like he said, we're done with it, and then he comes back, yeah, go ahead and test it.
Ryan is living rent free in his head. Yeah, like I'm telling you,
he kind of is. Let me be honest.
He's a squatter. He's a fucking squatter in his head. I'm telling you,
he is. So I don't know. So I really don't I don't think anybody else wants to see any other fight for Haney besides Ryan Garcia. They want to see Haney get back, like Ramirez boxing 24/7 says here. Haney needs to get. I think that's the only fight that people really want to see at this point.
Well, and Garcia said something about coming back, but he's going to be in Saudi Arabia or something.
But it's got to be an exhibition fight because he's still suspended. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't want to see Haney and Garcia again. I really don't.
You don't?
No, you really don't?
I have no desire to see that. No.
Really?
Do you believe
I have no desire
because
to see
it'll be a massacre again?
I think so. I truly do, because I don't think Haney can protect himself from that left hook. I don't know why. I just don't think he have the ability to do it. It's a terrible matchup for Haney.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because he is not being trained to do that. The muscle memory is not there. The repetition is not there. The over and over and again, smacking him upside his head, to where he finally puts his hands up. It's not there. Somebody's not doing what they need to be doing.
But you know what? I would see that fight though. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see a rematch, because I would like to see if Haney could get the get back without the PEDs, the performance enhancing drugs. But do I think he would beat him? I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't think he could. He can't die that damn left. I'm sorry. So
you know why I want to see a rematch? To finally shut Mr. Haney up, with all due respect, with nothing in his system, and the same outcome. The same. Because if you don't do things in the gym to make the outcome different, it's not going to change. It's not. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's go. Let's do it again. Just to shut it up. It'll be the same result for me. I don't know. That's what I think.
Iceman says, how you go to a fairground and get in a fight with a regular guy, miss the punch, and have 4 of your buddies jump him? That's horrible. Yeah, I remember the little video of Haney, but I know I would want to see a rematch, because I like a little drama in boxing. So I feel like I feel like the lead up to the rematch would be like a shit show again, and be like, we it's like it's like a novela for us. We're being honest.
It is.
It's
It's a
novela.
boxing novella.
It's a boxing novela, like, you know. So
It is. You know, and speaking of dads,
I don't think the outcome will be any different. And I love Devin
no, I
Haney.
don't think so either. To be
same.
honest,
I don't think it will either.
Yeah.
I think Garcia has his kryptonite. But speaking of dads, before a guest comes on, you know, we saw Kid Austin's performance.
Oh.
You know, congratulations, he won. Was I impressed? Absolutely not. My opinion, I was not. And then allegedly, his dad is running his ex account and has been talking. I don't know if y'all caught that.
No, sometimes for the majority of the part, his dad was doing it, but I think as of after this fight, I think he's been doing it himself. It sounds like he's been tweeting for himself, but before I feel like his
How
father
old is this lad?
He's old enough to run his own Twitter account.
2021. Old enough.
Old enough to run his own Twitter account. I know, like his dad can make his own account. Like seriously, your dad can talk his shit on his own page, just like Devin Haney's father does. Get your own page. Get your own fucking page.
And I respect that more.
Yeah, and talk your shit from your own page. Like, why are you talking for your son? Like, talking shit from your son's page. That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
no,
absolutely.
It looks crazy. So, I mean, so how do you feel like he looked this weekend, this past weekend?
Crystal, you go first.
Did
I don't get to see that one.
Oh,
okay, you missed nothing already. And I'm sorry. I like the kid. I love the kid. He's a great guy. I know him, you know, interviewed him, seen him, bought on the same card as he did. Great guy. Great guy. I personally, you know, was concerned.
All right, so we have Bobby here, the Bobcat.
Yes, the Bobcat. Let's go.
And let me put this here for screens for people and Bobcat right there. Hi.
Hey.
Coach.
How are you guys?
First of all, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. We are so happy, you know, for the outcome that happened last weekend. What is the vibe? What is the energy that you've all been feeling?
No, just enjoying it, but we literally get right back to work. You know, I got Tyler Howard's fighting Friday night. Troy Isley, it's going to be a tough fight, but he's ready. So we just get right back to work. That's what it's been that's kind of what we do. So
on this Philly card on Friday, no,
we're in
Newark.
Yeah, no, Virginia.
Virginia
on
Friday,
yes. And then there's a card in Philly on Saturday. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much for taking an interview. You know, I
Crazy.
mean, I know you're traveling and you're busy, and I
keep waiting on you to ask me. I'm like, when is she gonna ask me back on the podcast?
Oh my gosh, you're always welcome. You always have a home. Always have a home here. No, you know, we were just talking about the fight, and how happy we are, and you know, thank God, you know, that the judging was fair and everything was fabulous. And we all just had a couple of questions, and Nika, you go first, because that's the way we were gonna do it.
Okay, so my question is, before they were announcing the cars, were you feeling like nervous again? Like, how did you feel in that moment? Did you feel like, damn, you know, were you very confident that you were gonna get this, or did you feel like you were gonna get bullshitted again? You know, before the scorecards were called.
No, definitely nervous. I didn't know what they were gonna do. I was, you just don't know. I mean, they always say don't leave it to the judges, but what you can't knock everybody out. You can't, you know.
Yeah.
It's part of our game. We just need, you know, we need competent judges, and you know, thank God they were fair on Saturday night. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Crystal, what did you have for Coach?
She's a little delayed because she's on that boat.
Living the
glorious
life.
Yeah, she's on a cruise.
What?
I think I am a little delayed.
Oh, she's living the dream.
Delayed, so it gets to you. The question gets to you later.
Yes. So my question is, what is next for Mr. Chuck?
Hopefully
You
unification.
say you're already back in the gym. What are you thinking?
No.
What is next for?
No, Shock's not back in the gym. We were back in the gym, but
He's back in the gym.
yeah, hopefully unification. Navarrete, the winner of Navarrete and Valdez would be nice. So we'll see. That's Shock will be there at the fight live, and then they'll go from there. So
that's beautiful. And something about me, I'm just,
that would be tough, eh? That would be a good one.
That'll be a really good one. It definitely would be a really good one. I always want to know what's going on in the corner. Like, that's just me. Like, anytime I see a fight, I just want to know what is being said. So what are some of the things that you were telling Shock, during the round, in between the rounds?
With Shock, it's easy. Just keeping him focused, keeping him locked in, looking for mistakes that Conceição is doing. But Conceição made it hard this time because we pressed forward. He was tricky. He was holding. Literally from the fourth round on, he held, and the ref didn't really do us any justice, especially late. He'd literally, every time we'd get one shot off, he'd grab a hold of us. The commentators were honest about throwing combinations, but it's real hard to throw a combination when you throw a shot, you land, and the guy crashes into you.
Absolutely.
Smart for Conceição. But no, Shock is fun. We were laughing, and even the ESPN guys came over one time because I told him, I said, "Look, you're the best fighter in the world. Let's act like it." And he goes, "Damn, I'm not acting like it." And then he laughed. So that was some of the stuff. Shock's easy in the corner, so I don't need to yell at him. I don't need to. I just got to talk to him like a man,
Yeah. And that's good and that's the thing too. The vibe always has to be calm and light. People don't really realize how intense it can be. It's sometimes they don't listen, or they're just the nerves, and you have to hide them, and you have to talk them through. And it seems as though just from watching, there is such a calm, cool vibe. And that has a lot to do with the relationship that you all have together. And that's what I wanted to talk about too. It's the whole team and the way y'all are so cohesive. What do you think the secret to that is?
We're just all kind of the same, we're all cool. We're all Aaron's, he's my right-hand man.
My guy. Yes. Love me some Aaron. Yes.
Yes. And Dwight's there with us. Hollywood, Lencho, we got a crew, and everybody's on the same page. There's no ego. There's no drama. So that makes it that much easier.
Absolutely. I'll just say real quick, Nika, before you go. So Aaron, when I first started years ago to be a cut woman, he taught me so many things, and he was so available to me. I will never forget that. He was like, you call me anytime, I will help you. And he did. So he always has a special, place in my heart, because he was one of the first guys that helped me through this beautiful journey. So just wanted to say that. Nika, so what else did you have for Coach?
So I have a question about, I guess, the love for boxing. Are you still in love with boxing? Because when all the nasty, the business, the no calls, the cheating of the, getting cheated out of wins. For me as a fan, sometimes I'd be like, damn, I want to break up with boxing so bad, but but I'm still in love with it, So are you still in love with boxing, or are you just
No, I'm definitely. I love my job. It's not a job. I enjoy everything I do. Listen, I was, like I said, back in the gym on Monday, right back to work. I enjoy what I do. I like making a difference. So I'm still in love with boxing, even though there's bad nights and there are good nights.
So you have to stay. Have it in your mind, I want to break up with boxing just a little bit.
We try to stay straight level. Don't get so high on the highs and don't get so low on the lows. Just get right back to work.
Absolutely.
Because it's heartbreaking, and then it's and then you're on a high. So it's but just we just try to stay level, get right back to work, and work on the next thing that's happening.
Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. It's so
boxing
true.
Is like a boyfriend for me that you can't let go.
Is there a rematch?
You keep coming back.
For sure. Oh my gosh.
Chris, Crystal, what you got, Crystal?
Is there a rematch clause for that? Is there one rematch clause for that? No.
No.
So no trilogy.
No, I hope not. I mean, listen. Why a trilogy? We won the first one easy. We got robbed. I mean, the second one, actually, I'm giving Conceição credit too, because he was definitely better. He was definitely better that night. I think it was because the way we fought. I think because we stayed. And look, he was talking about at the press conference about don't run around. Now, who was running and holding at the end of that? Careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
True. Absolutely, very true, very true. And then you had
one more. I have one more question.
Go ahead. So sorry.
Go ahead, Crystal.
What is the game plan for this week?
For which one? For Tyler?
Crystal, he can't really say, Crystal.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the game plan.
Crystal, come on, Crystal.
But listen, Tyler's definitely. I mean, Isley's a great fighter, so it's going to be a tough task. But Tyler's definitely he's a different guy. You know, he's at the gym. It's been like I say, guys turn the corner sometimes, and I think that's what's happening. I hope so. That's what it seems like. He's more relaxed. He's calm. He's just not stressed. He's usually stressed like the whole camp. He's worried about getting tired and this and that. And this camp hasn't been like that. He's had fun. Great. And I think also too, being in the gym with Regis and Shock and all these guys, Trout, and it's helped him a lot.
Yeah, that's fabulous. So I wanted to ask you. So everybody goes through their emotions, and they'll say something because they're feeling emotional or whatever, and then they think about it and then kind of like go back a little bit. So heartbreaking Regis. We're big fans of Regis. And he had a performance that was a little heartbreaking. And then at the end of it, he said, you know what, he was going to be done. He was going to go to bare knuckle boxing. We know Austin Trout is very successful, which is fabulous in that. And then later on, he came back and said, you know what, I'm not done. What made him decide to possibly not be done? Did he talk to his team, his family? We already know that we have to sit down these boxers, that they will go on and on and on because it's in them, But what was the defining moment for him to say, you know what, I'm not quite done yet?
Well, it's funny. Right after the fight, literally the fight was over, and he walks to me and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna do bare knuckle. and I'm like, look, I said, don't say anything, just relax. Like, you're emotional right now. Please don't get up and Regis is he speaks what's on his mind. He's got no filter. Whatever he's thinking, that's what he says. So that's what happened then. As soon as we got back to the locker room, he's like, he did another interview right before we walked out, and he said, "No, I'm not done." It was emotional. When you lose, your guys will say anything, but he's definitely. And then he went and watched the fight, and he realized he was doing good, and he said, "Man, if I hadn't rolled my ankle,
he was
different." Yeah. We rolled his ankle, and then from that moment on, it just kind of went downhill.
And I'll tell you what, I was like so emotional, there sitting on the couch watching it, like seeing him, because it's like he was doing so good, and then rolling of the ankle, and I'm just like, oh my God, and then he wants to keep going because that's the fighter in him. And me, watching from the outside, knowing that's his personality, and then him calling him in the corner, like, come on, he wanted to finish the fight, but he had to prop himself up. It was just like, oh my God, I was dying. Dying. So I cannot even imagine the feeling and the emotion in the corner. What was going through your mind?
Just trying to get him to catch him. That was at the end of that one, I already knew. I felt like the fight was close, but I knew it wasn't going to be close.
Yeah.
So I was, I knew we needed to put him down. So just trying to get him, keep him motivated to keep going. And it wasn't hard to do. It just, he said, I got you. You know, I mean, look how in that last left hand he threw, he
I
rolled his
know.
ankle on that one too. So he rolled it 3 times.
But you see, it's like I feel like we just had a boyfriend and girlfriend moment there with boxing. He's breaking up with his girlfriend, and then he thought about it. You know what? I can't leave this girl.
But it's so
You hit it
good.
right on the head, Nika. You're exactly right. It's it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't leave this girl though.
Yeah, exactly.
She keeps you coming back.
Yeah.
Crystal, watching the fight, were you feeling like me? Like, oh my God, like, oh, it was so tough. Were you feeling that way?
No.
What were you feeling?
I mean, I feel bad for him afterwards because you can tell he poured his heart and soul in it. And that's just a pure Regis. That's what we always see that from Regis, and I always respect him for that because he given me all. He want everything, and he just falls short this time. So I do not wish to see him go to bare knuckles. So please, coach, if you have any say in that, don't allow him to do that. But time to reflect and see what he truly wants.
Yeah, for sure. So did Austin have any words for him? Like, did he say, "Hey, how's bare knuckle boxing? Like, should I do it?" Like,
oh, they've been talking about it for a while now, and the bare knuckle guys have been they want him to come over, so it's I mean, it's a possibility. So
yeah,
he's trying to cheat on the girlfriend.
Yeah,
with the bare knuckle.
Yeah. He's not cheating.
That's funny. So Nika, final question for Coach.
Well, I wanted to know when are you still gonna be doing the
Team Combat League?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. That was so fun. And it was I think it was good for a lot of fighters. It kept them active, being in the fight environment. I really liked it. It was a process, but I don't know, same thing. We need some better judges because some of those rounds I'm like, what were they looking at?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
It's crazy. I feel like we really only lost. I feel like we really only lost one of the weeks. I don't know. I felt like we were smoking everybody, but then even at home too. At home, I'm like, why? We're home. Like close rounds.
Hometown. Oh yeah.
But they don't.
When does it get back? Because
what officials do they use there?
What's that?
When does it start again? The team.
March.
Okay, March.
Starts back in March. Yeah, they're supposed to have tryouts November, but I think they're not going to do tryouts. I think everybody's just going to kind of pick their teams.
Okay.
I mean, so I think that's what's happening. I'm not 100% sure. Trout kind of handles all that. So
nice.
But it was fun. I love it. I love everything about it. It was the camaraderie of everybody, being a team.
Yeah.
And they say just one round, but it's really not. It's it was 24 rounds.
Yeah.
Because everybody's together.
Absolutely.
I like it. I love those, like the team, like boxing like that. So,
me too.
I'm a fan of the Contender, so I feel like it had kind of like that vibe of the show Contender. So yes.
Yeah.
I'm anxious for March now.
Well, Crystal's a very highly decorated official. Crystal, you need to slap these guys, around
Please.
and girls around and show them the ropes because there are
where did they get the officials for the team combat?
I didn't hear you. What'd you say, Crystal?
She said, "Where do they get the coaches from?
Where do they get the officials?
Officials, sorry.
The officials are they're just boxing. They're Texas boxing judges or wherever we're at, Atlanta, New York, wherever we go. That's where the judges come from.
So I wonder, are they pro judges or are they like
That's
USA boxing?
The state commission.
No, they're pro.
Okay.
They're pro.
Yeah. No, they are pro. They are pro from the state commission. Each state commission have their own pro judges or officials.
All the fighters are pros.
So it's each state.
All the boxers are pros.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like,
I wasn't
this is
sure
not
about
blessed
that.
in that aspect.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The best we got treated was when we fought New York and Atlanta. they treated us great. I was like, that was the fairest the fights were ever. You know, I mean, I felt like we fought most of our fights at home.
Yeah.
But there was some rounds when I was like, okay, we got
What
that
are you
one.
looking at?
Yeah. I mean, the close rounds, I get it. I don't even care about close rounds. But rounds when the guy, I mean,
pure domination.
I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if the judges are, and I get it. They got a hard job. It's not, you know, I'm not, you know, beating on them all the way, but I feel like there should be some kind of a, they got to hold them accountable because now nothing, they're not, they just go home. Like nobody, I mean, you look at the judge when Shaq fought in Mexico.
Yeah.
He had the other guy winning 11 rounds. We almost knocked him out in the 11th round. Like, how could you give him that round? He still gave him that round. And then after the fight, they make him a supervisor. They say, oh, well, you can't judge anymore, but now you're a supervisor. Like, you're rewarding him rather than punishing him.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. You know, the thing is that the average person, the average judge, you know, whatever, they don't realize the hours that coaches put in. That, you know, the boxers, yeah, they're going to put it in, but who's with them? The coaches.
Right.
You know, you become part of the family because, you know, you eat, sleep together, you work together. You spend more time with your coach most of the time on the higher levels than you do with your own family.
Yes.
You know, and people don't realize this. It's like, he won. I don't know who won, but I'm gonna give it to him. Well, you don't know what they've been through. Be fair. Be fair.
That's all I want. I just want it to be fair. I don't care. If we lose, we lose, and if it's a close fight and we lose, I understand it. But I don't, you know, the you know, getting robbed is just, you know, for what, you know? And
absolutely,
just doesn't make sense. But
no,
but there's got to be something. Something's got to happen. I don't know what.
Some kind of consequence. If we need to start fining them, then
the fighters get fined.
Yeah, the fighters do get fined.
Right, they do.
Yeah.
They
so,
do.
I mean,
that's what we need. We need someone to start finding these guys that just don't really pay attention and don't know what they're doing. Crystal, before I ask my last question, you have a last question for Coach?
She's delayed a little bit.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I just want to say best wishes to you and the team this week and upcoming as well. I would love to see our shock against some of that Navarrete Valdez winner. That sounds like a great plan. And then if that don't work out, let's throw in Ray Ford, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I like that. Before I let you go, I just wanted to ask you, you know, when everything's all said and done, I mean, it's going to take, like, I'm nowhere near the level you are. And, you know, you have all my respect. And I just I'm going to be like you when I grow up. But, you know, to pull away from boxing, to break up with that girlfriend, it's like, I don't know. It's so great, you know. What do you want to be known for when people are talking about you, when you finally said, you know what, I'm going to sit on my porch and smoke a cigar and drink a cognac, you know, what do you want to be known for?
Man, I really, honestly, I don't even care. I just want to win. I like winning. I want to make a difference. I don't need to be, you know, I don't need to be seen. I don't need to anything. I just, you know, I want to win and I want to be able to make a difference.
Yes, I love that. That's
very
beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. It's perfect. Well, we just want to thank you so much for coming on. And you are welcome anytime. This is your home.
Ask me. Anytime y'all got an opening, just let me know. I'm in.
All right. Okay.
Y'all
thank you so much, Coach. We wish you all the best this weekend.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
So nice. He is so nice.
I love him. He's great. Like, they're awesome. The whole team is just amazing. They really are. And the fighters are so talented. You know, it's just, I love it. I love it. I love the humility. It's
he's
really
very
good.
humble. He's very humble.
Really
because
is.
Like the last question that you asked him, that was a very humble answer. So.
It really was.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's so hard. I mean, for all of us, I mean, can we imagine, like, sometimes, you know, we all three sometimes are like, man, I'm so sick of this shit, you know? this boxing shit, but it's like we just can't get away. It's just
I know. I'm telling you, it's like that's why I was just say you. Because when I be so disgusted with some of the decisions, I be like, damn, I do not want to watch boxing anymore. But I can't let it go. Then they like
Yeah.
as soon as I feel that way, then I see somebody like talking shit to each other on Twitter. I'd be like, damn, I would like to see that fight. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me get back in here. Let me
Yeah,
get
no,
back
I
in here
know.
and see what's going on. So,
Seriously. Absolutely. So, Crystal, when do you get back? When are you going to touch back into the U.S.?
On the Monday.
Monday. Okay, so you're going to be able to see the fights. Are you going to watch them on the
I get,
cruise?
yeah, Monday in the New Orleans.
Oh,
I am.
New
Yes,
Orleans?
I already plan on it. Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That
Yes.
that sounds great. That sounds really, really
And
good.
I don't miss these fights.
No, right. No,
I
they're going to be
believe this is
great.
history, right? We have three brothers on one card.
Absolutely. And you know, I've been blessed enough to be able to work with Keyshawn and Keon. I haven't so much work with Kelvin. He's come up and sparred before and stuff, but as far as like working with two of the brothers, I have worked with Keyshawn in the past and with Keon, and it's been an absolute pleasure. And all three of the guys are so talented. And you think it's like, how does a one beautiful woman give birth to such great talent?
Three
You
killers.
know?
3 boxes. That's crazy. Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
Think about it. That is crazy. You give
it
birth to
is.
3 boxes.
It is. Sometimes you'll have one or whatever, but they all three are so talented and they're all great. Like they're all great. Never had any issues with any of them. Always respectable. Oh, I mean, always committed. It's just fabulous. And they're all training with B&B, which is
Well, what do you
great.
think about this Boots fight? Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, we didn't talk about that, did we? Okay, Bam's fighting too.
Bam and Boots on the Saturday card because the
Bam always.
Virginia, the brothers are fighting on Friday in Virginia, and then on Saturday in Philly is Boots and Bam.
Yeah. And I'm always front and center with Bam. Like I love him. With Boots, honestly, who is he fighting? Karen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Karen?
Yeah.
I think finally we're gonna see a little bit
He's
of
fighting
something.
Karen again?
Wait.
Is it Karen? Is it Karen that he's fighting?
Let me see. I don't even know.
I thought it was Karen.
Is it? Hold on. Yeah, it's Karen.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was Karen.
I'm drinking, so
Karen,
I'm
like, Crystal, don't make me second guess myself.
I was like, I'm drinking, but I was like, I could it's Karen. Yeah.
Wait, it's Karen, right?
Yeah. I'm like, this red cup is.
Yeah. I'm like, I know my memory is bad, but I'm pretty sure. No, but I think he's finally after 33 fights, is it 33, like inching up a little bit?
I mean, who else can he really have fought again? I don't really know who's out there for Boots, to be honest. He's probably
can we get some of the big names?
Up. He's gonna have to move up.
I think he has to move up to 154 to find somebody.
Yeah, he's gonna have to move up to see some fights that we want to actually see.
He has to. He has to move up. I mean, we're like, I'm at the point where, and I love boxing and I love to watch a good fight, but I'm at the point where I'm kind of getting bored. He's got to move up. He's got to.
Yeah, so see, I feel like.
Yeah, and yes, again, you're right. Yes, again, Crystal.
Boots is fighting Karen again. So, because Karen became the IBF mandatory. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
after this, is gonna have to move up. I don't know, because I don't really know what's exciting for him there. The way he's at right now, like he's gonna have to move up.
He does need to move up, and I think that he should move up. I mean, if he wants to really make a name for himself, like really, and prove himself, he needs to move up. And fight some of these guys.
Al Powell says, they said they're trying to make the Boots and Ortiz in 2025.
I would love that. I would love that.
He's too big.
That's the fight to make. And the
that would be okay, but will Ortiz make the weight?
Well,
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because you're right.
Let's say he makes the weight. let's say they both make the, well, let's say Ortiz makes the weight. Okay, let's just for conversation. The two styles would be freaking electrifying. I think it would be amazing to see
And
those.
where would you put that fight?
What'd you say?
Where would you put that fight?
Shoot,
In Texas or in Philly?
bring it over here. Bring it over here. Y'all come on to Texas. Come on over here.
Boots need to bring in the Midwest because he have the Philadelphia already. So
Absolutely.
bring him to the Midwest, get him some more fans in the Midwest, and then his next fight need to go out to the Las Vegas. That's where the lad need to be. If he already has had these 3 fights, I need to see him take a step up and let's move along this path because he wasn't before. Let me remind you, but now he be saying, "I want to fight Bud. I want to fight Bud." Now you have to earn it, my dear. I'm sorry.
Hello.
You have the opportunity before. You don't take it. Now you have to earn your passage, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Get him to the Texas. After the Texas with the Ortiz, if he win that fight, which I presume he would,
I think that
given
fight should be in
Ortiz,
Texas.
I don't know, that would be a good matchup, truly. But then
Jerry
take him to
has a
the Las
great spot
Vegas,
for
and
them.
by then perhaps you'll get some more fans.
Yeah, I feel like that fight should be in Texas if it happen because he already got these 2 fights in Philly. All right, we already know you established in Philly, but I feel like he has a lot of fans everywhere, especially in Texas. So that
convince this Texan.
Yeah.
Convince this Texan. Yeah, and then you know what? You get all my respect. Not that he needs it. I'm just saying, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So I'm a fan of boxing. So I'm just saying. But yeah, I think Jerry's got a nice spot for them to fight in. He'll be very comfortable. You know what I'm saying? The arena will be filled, but but that's what I want to see. I would love to see that fight, honestly. And they both need it. They both need it because they're kind of like they're both at the same level. Like, okay, right here. Who's gonna surpass who?
Yeah, because honestly. I feel like nobody's really talking about who they want to see either one of them fight. Like,
right?
It's kind of like at a dead spot right now. So
stay in the conversation, right?
Then whoever wins, and then they'll have some noise again.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. So before we get out of here and let Crystal get her Mai Tai and sit in front of the ocean.
And I told her she needs to be wearing damn sunscreen because she's over there getting darker than me.
She looks so good. She looks so good. That tan girl. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Mexico in January just because I need to work on my tan. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing it.
Dip off somewhere too. Oh Lord. So
it's starting to get cold over here. It's like 54 degrees and I'm freezing. But Crystal, last words.
Thank you to the wonderful chat. It's always a pleasure. We have the greatest, I swear. And thank you, Christine and Nika. It's a pleasure to see you. Coach Bobby, good to see him as well. I love to give the lad a hard time, but I think he heart is in it, and it's truly, truly fun to see the conversation that he have. He's very humble, and good luck to everyone who is fighting this weekend. I'll be here for it. I'll be watching. I promise you.
Yes, and we'll have some great stuff for the next week to talk about for sure. Nika, last words.
All right, I want to thank the chat for tuning in. Thank my girls. And then I want to say a little something for the guys, because I don't even want to call you. I don't even want to call you guys and men. Like for the creatures who have been so disrespectful to women online because of this fucking election. Like, y'all have been saying some disgusting things. Today I saw a creature, because I'm not gonna call you a man, because real men they're not nasty and disgusting to women like what I've seen online. So I seen a creature today online talking about yeah, that's right, it's your body, but it's our decision. And it's like, what? Go wash your fucking nuts. Get out of here. Go wash your fucking nuts. Go suck a dick and choke, because I've never seen so much hate for women in my life from men. It's like, do y'all not have mothers, sisters, cousins, daughters and y'all are
Yeah.
like being so fucking disgusting to women online like this, you know, y'all deserve less. Y'all really deserve less. And I'm just so disgusted with men. I really am. And so, but I'm gonna stop it right there because the liquor is gonna like make me say some things I don't need to be saying. So I'm just gonna wish everybody a good night, and we'll see you next Wednesday. I'm gonna just stop it right there. Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Shout out to my girls. Every Wednesday, I mean, is a delight in my week. You know, hump week, we get together. You know, we get to talk about our favorite sport. We get to see each other, and we have fabulous guests, and we're so blessed, you know, for everybody in the chat and all the guests that are gracious enough to come on. I mean, that is definitely a blessing. So thank you all who support and tune in every Wednesday. Please continue to share and like and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And you know what?
And
Like I said,
women.
you know,
Respect women. Respect women.
absolutely, absolutely. We're all absolutely. I mean, that's what we're about, you know, absolutely. And, you know, like I said this morning, regardless of who was going to be in office, and I saw a post today. It was so kind of funny, like who's running the country right now? Like, serious question. But it's like we still got to do what we got to do. We got to get up, you know, brush our teeth, go on and go to work and do what we got
It's
to
so
do.
crazy
So
because half of these men talking shit online, they can't even function without a woman. They don't know how to cook. They don't even know how to wash their ass properly. But y'all over here disrespecting women, like get a fucking life. Get a fucking life. It's disgusting.
That the
Really.
booty diggers.
Yeah, don't get me started, Chris. Don't get me started.
oh my God, I'm dying. Real talk. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Real talk. Yes.
What is it?
Absolutely.
Drink your
But you
water.
know what?
Can't
Naka,
even
tell them,
change oil.
drink your water.
Can't even change a light
But you know
bulb.
what? We love men, and we
I
love the
love good men.
men that do
Good
what
men
they're
who
supposed
respect
to
women
do.
and love women. Yeah.
But the men
That's
that
those are men.
don't respect the
The
women,
people I'm talking about, they're not men. They're creatures. They're fucking.
absolutely. Okay, we don't like creatures.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Thank
about
you all so much for tuning in. You know, we love to love you, and we will see y'all next Wednesday. And to my girls, love y'all. Couldn't do it without y'all, that's for sure.
Good night.
Take a shot for me, Crystal.